What is up, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melita, and this channel is all about where fashion and inspiration meets. So guys, today we're gonna have a episode of Lounging with Lett, where I'm gonna be talking about how it is raising an 18-year-old male child. They don't tell you about this, okay? So y'all go ahead and get comfortable and come on back. Okay guys, so a lot of you already know I have two children. My daughter Shari, she's 23. My son Marquise, he's 18. Okay, so my parenting has always been like success oriented, right? I was raising my children to be successful. What society, not so much like what society deems as successful, because you know, while I have a job working in the federal government, I always raise my kids. I said, listen, if you all get a job that you're passionate about, your life will be so much better. I was like, don't be like your mom, you know, working for the federal government, pushing paper. Listen, don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Find what makes you happy and do that. So I raised them that way. I also raised them to, once you get out of high school, you're going to college, okay? Period, okay? That is the next step in your life, okay? So that is what we have always worked towards. And each of them has tried to get out of going to college. I don't know why, right? Shari tried to get out of it, you know, but I was like, it's a no, you're going, okay? Me and Marquise had a conversation about it one time where he was like, Mom, you know, I just want to be a fitness trainer and I want to own my own gym, and that's what I want to do. I can get this certificate. It will only take me X amount of time. Then I can get a job working in a gym. I mean, guys, he had it mapped out. And I said, Marquise, good plan. You can still do all of that while you're getting your degree. I'm like, when you get out of high school, you have a couple months before college starts. You can get that certificate then. And you know, and I was telling him how, for me, college, okay, so does an entrepreneur need a degree? No. However, I always feel like a college degree is a good foundational piece, you know, for if whatever type of job you may need. Okay, so you want to be an entrepreneur, maybe it takes a little time to get there and you have to get a job, you know, before you can get there. Okay, so what type of job is going to be for a person with a high school degree, as opposed to what kind of job is going to be available to those with a degree? And so that's how I broke it down to Marquise, and he seemed to, you know, be like, oh, okay. I was like, whew, come on, child, let's just stick to the plan. Let's just stick to the plan, because we're almost done here. Okay, we're almost done. All right, so you know, it seems like he was like back on track, you know, well, back on the Melita train, I'll say. It seems like he was back on board. All right, I was happy with that. And then you know, it came time for him to enroll in college. So he enrolled into 3 colleges: Bowie State, Morgan State, and some other one. I think the other one was like out of the state of Maryland, which I always tell my kids, in-state tuition is our friend, okay? Not all this out-of-state coins that we don't have. All right. So, and he got into, you know, the 3 colleges he applied, because I was also always on him about his grades. So his grades were fairly good. So, so when it came time for like financial aid, getting, you know, him registering, oh gosh, I mean, I had to call on Shari, can you help us, please? Help us. I mean, because he was just dragging those little feet, okay? And so when it was time for him to like register, I mean, I had to literally, like, I ended up cursing him out one night. He's supposed to be registering because he was finally off work. He ends up, what did he do? Oh, he had to go get his first COVID vaccine. Then he's up here calling me, Mom, can I meet so-and-so at the mall? I was like, look, only for a little bit of time. You need to get back and register. Guys, hours had passed. Next thing I know, it's 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, what? I call him, he in the movies. Y'all know I lost it on his tail. Y'all hear me? Lost it. And when I came home the next day, why was there a letter waiting for me from y'all boy? Okay, let's get into it. Dear Mom, the truth is, I don't want to go to college. Now hear me out. No, I don't want to be a slob. Yes, he does. No, I don't want to rely on you for everything for my whole life. We ain't doing that anyway. I just feel that everyone has their own story and their own path. I truly appreciate everything you have done for me. For raising me and Shari on your own while working 2 jobs and still making sure we had shelter and food to eat. I appreciate that you push me to do things and the daily advice that you give me. You're the best mom I could ask for. I understand that you have a blueprint that you want your children to follow, which is to get good grades, go to college, get a job that fit your desire. He means their desire. Then stay with you until we pay off our student debts, loans. Because we got a plan, okay? But we are 2 different people that must take different paths. Now let's get into why I don't want to go to college. It's not because I'm lazy. It's not because of the student loans. It is because I feel that it is not beneficial for me and will be a waste of time. It was one day where you told me a business degree gives you nothing and that you don't need a business degree to start any business. Oh, now he want to listen to me, guys. I've already spent 12 years at school and learned nothing. That was a cry for help right there. I need for life, and I'm not trying to spend another 4. I have no idea what that sentence meant, which further iterates he needs college. Getting a degree serves no purpose. Now, if I was to still want to be an ESPN broadcaster, then yes, I would need college. But for what I want to accomplish, that degree gives me no justice. Look at my current situation. When enrolling in my classes yesterday, it will affect my work schedule dramatically. He missed the A. I will have to work less days, and on days where I will go to school and work, it will just be stressful. Welcome to adulthood, son. I'm already not motivated to go to college. Then balancing it with work would just add to it. Then I would be losing money to learn more math, English, African American history. He quoted that. And biology. He's shady. Guys, and we're on the back, okay? Because he was serious. I can be way more successful without college than with. My next check, I'm paying for driving school, which means I can have my license in a month. I calculated everything, and I don't have any expenses this go round. He gonna start paying some rent up in here, okay? We're gonna add to the expenses. I'm paying for my fitness training certificate either this check or next check. It will be $57 a month for 11 payments. Then with a free schedule, I can get the manager position, which could pay around $15 an hour. While doing that, still put money into creating assets, and over time they will grow. I don't know what these assets are. He be dibbling in the stock market. Then in 2 months, I would have my fitness certificate and my license, so I could do side gigs while my assets still growing. He gonna give me some of these assets, okay? Mom, this has been a growing problem I have been facing. Another cry for help. It wasn't overnight. Please just listen to me and allow me to take my own path. Sincerely, your son. Why didn't he just say sincerely, Marquise? Guys, y'all talk about, I was like, why? Just follow the path I lay out. Why do we have to do this negotiation? Marquise has been negotiating with me for years, guys. It started in the 6th grade when he wanted to negotiate his bedtime. He should really go to college and be a lawyer. Master negotiator, okay? So anyway, so what do you do when your child has written you this well thought out letter? I mean, education is still needed. A lot of misspelled words, okay? That one sentence, I didn't know what he was trying to say. But the point is, homeboy ain't feeling it, okay? And so as a parent, I'm like, ugh, you know, it just means more work on my behalf, okay? More work on my part. Because, you know, once the child wants to go off, you know, the blueprint that you set, you know, you have to, I don't know, I feel like, you know, as a parent, for me, if the reason why Marquise is always able to negotiate is because he always comes to me with logic, you know, and for me, I can deal with logic. Okay, so I read the letter. I told Marquis, like, babe, this boy don't want to go to no college. And I just told Marquis, you know, what my thoughts were, what the conversation I was planning to have with Marquise. You know, and I was like, and Marquis was just basically like, well, you know, some people, they just want to go their own path. Marquis don't got no education though, y'all. But that's another story for another day. But he's also been self-employed since we was like in high school. So that's that, okay? So I set Marquise down. I said, look, this will be, and I had the letter. I said, I'm keeping this letter as a point of reference. And I said, you know, in this house, you do the least, okay? You always have. You do the least. I said, you could have been working on that fitness certificate. I don't know why you haven't signed up for driving school. You could have been done these things. I said, but I tell you what, I'll give you the semester off. Fall, you can go ahead and you can do your plan. It's going to be up to you to do what you said in this letter. I'm not going to monitor you. I'm not going to ask you, do you have it done? I'm not going to ask you, where are you with your certificate and license? I'm not doing none of that, because this is your plan. So you have to take the initiative to follow through. I said, now, come January 2022, if you have not done what you said, because these are your words, a whole page and a half, okay? It stops here, guys. A whole page and a half. If you haven't done what you said, then you're going to gladly re-enroll back into Bowie with a smile on your face, okay? Or you're just going to get out, okay? Because that's where we're at this juncture. Like, I have 0 time. I was like, and there will be no more extensions. Do not write me any more letters, okay? This is just where we're at. Okay, Mom, thank you. And he was happy as a clam, guys. I was like, okay, this child really is not about that college life. He is over it, okay? I mean, but he told us, I've learned nothing in 12 years. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if he right or wrong, okay? So anyway, so that is where we are at with that. You know, as a parent, I have raised my children the same. The outcome just might not be the same because they are not the same people. Shari is a girl, Marquise is a boy, and that's just the obvious. you know, differences. They are like two very different children, you know, so the outcome is different. And of course, once I knew I was going to change up, you know, what I wanted Marquise, how I wanted everything to roll, I had to chat with Shari, you know, because I didn't want her coming back. Oh, Marquise ain't in college. That is not fair. That is not. I saved myself the trouble, okay? And I just went ahead and had a conversation with her to let her know this is how he feels. This is the letter he wrote me, you know, crying out for help, okay? So I have to adjust, you know, as parents. I don't know how parents are, but for me, I don't think I'm always right. Now, granted, when they are growing up, now I'm not talking about when they're in elementary school, middle school. Listen, you're going to do what I say and just shut up. I'm not talking about those years. Those are the formative years where you need to make sure this child is going to be a decent human being. I mean, because we can tell the parents who haven't done that, okay? It's a lot of monsters out here, all right? So anyway, them formative years, no, they need to listen. But as they like get 18, get into a young adult, they have their own ideals on what they want to do with their life. You know, I think we should, you know, listen while also still setting boundaries. See, because the boundary is still there. Marquise knew the plan I had. You know, go to school, stay here, pay off your loans, then get a condo or townhouse. Like, that's the plan, okay? There's no need for my children to go and rent an apartment somewhere. For what? I'm already renting. We're not doing that. I need y'all to go get some property, okay? Because obviously your mom didn't, you know, she didn't do that part. She didn't do that part. I'm not going to say I didn't do it right, wrong. I raised 2 kids by myself. It is what it is, right? But for them, go and get you some property, okay? Pay your little mortgage, okay? Get that interest back on your taxes, okay? Don't be like your mama. So guys, oh my gosh, we will check back in. I don't know if we're going to check back in January 2022, if we're going to check in December 2021, but guys, we definitely going to check back in. We need to see what's going to happen with dear Marquise. Is he going to be enrolling in Bowie? Is he going to be getting out my house? Because I could really use his room. Y'all know. I need a, you know, y'all know I need an office, okay? I could make that a cute little closet. Set me a table in there, you know? We can run Lita's closet right on out that room, okay? But I would have to air it out. I don't know why his room's so musty, but that's another story. So, yeah, guys. We will be checking back in a few months on Marquise' story, okay? But I just had to share that with y'all because, child, it's a trip, okay? They don't tell you about this. They don't tell you about this, but I'm here to tell you, okay? So, guys, make sure to like and subscribe because we have fun over here, okay? And I will catch you all on my next video.